So recently somebody requested on one of my videos that I do a doe eyes makeup look. And here it is. Actually, it made sense that I filmed a doe eyes makeup look since I did so many siren eyes. The first siren eye makeup look that I did was last year in July, I think. And then I did like 4 more during the months. But I never did a doe eyes makeup, which basically is supposed to make your eyes look bigger, rounder, and more innocent-like in a way, opposing the siren eye, which is supposed to extend your eyes, make them look a little bit more mysterious and flirty. So this is my version of the doe eyes makeup trend that has been trending, I think, last year. I'm a little bit late, but I do hope that you will find this video useful nonetheless. So let's get into the tutorial. I have a little bit of concealer and powder on my lids, and that's going to be my eyeshadow base for today. I am going to go for the Sigma Wear Neutrals Volume 2 palette. I am going to start with a transition shade, and I'm gonna go for this Toasty shade right here in the corner. And I'm gonna use a Morphe M506 brush. And what I want to do with this look is place the shadows in kind of a rounded shape. If you watch my other videos, you probably know that I usually like to extend my eyes, so I apply the eyeshadow in an extended shape. I blend the eyeshadow towards my temples and everything, but today we're going to keep things as rounded and cute as possible. I already have rounded eyes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to emphasize the roundness that I have. So this crease color is going to be applied in kind of like a half circle shape in my crease. I'm actually gonna start from the center of my crease and kind of blending it left and right in a half circle. And I'm just fading it upwards. Whenever I'm doing looks that are supposed to emphasize the roundness in my eyes, I feel like I'm relearning to do makeup because I'm so used to extending everything that this is just a little bit unusual for me. That is my transition. I'm going to darken things up a little bit with the After Hours shade. And I'm gonna use a Morphe M507, which is slightly pointier at the tip. I don't want such a dark shade in my crease though, so I'm gonna place the majority of the pigment on the outer corner of my eye. Tap off the excess a little bit. I have a little too much eyeshadow on my brush. So I place it down here, and then I will again start blending it into my crease. But after I place down the majority of the pigment, it won't be as dark in my crease as it would have been if I started the application in the center of my crease. Even though I apply the shadow on my outer corner, I don't do the usual extension that I do, so I keep the shadow focused on my lid only and not going further towards my temples. And I'm gonna take my previous brush with no additional eyeshadow on it. I'm gently gonna blend the shades into one another. For the lid shade, I want something that's a little bit brighter, so I focus the attention on my lid. You can either use some concealer on your lid first if you feel like you applied way too much of the dark shadows on your lid. I think I'm fine with this. I don't really need to clean up with concealer. So I'm gonna take the shade Humble on a Juvia's Place small buffer brush. I'm gonna apply it starting from the inner portion of my lid and kind of blending it up towards my crease, but not going into the crease, so I'm staying on the lid only. Applying a light shade on the lid kind of makes the lids look a little bit bigger. I feel like that's what the doe eye look is about. Talking about making the eyes look bigger, another thing that you can do is line the waterline with a light color shade. I'm gonna use my Sephora 12-hour contour in the shade Coconut. It's a nude, light nude pencil. I would rather go for a light nude like this than plain white. I feel like it looks a little bit more flattering than white. White can look a little bit weird, at least on my eyes. So I'm gonna apply this on my waterline, and this is gonna make my eyes look a little bit more open. And since we are on the lower lash line, I'm going to take the transition shade again with the same Morphe M506 brush, and I'm gonna apply it all over my lower lash line. I don't want to darken my lower lash line too much. I think I'm gonna stick with just this transition and not apply the darker brown on my lower lash line. And to finish off the eyeshadow part, I want to highlight my inner corner. I'm gonna use the shade Charmer in the palette on a flat brush and tap it right here. And even though looking at a little before and after, this eye already looks rounder and bigger than this eye, but I feel like what changes the eye shape the most is eyeliner. So I'm going to do a wing liner today. I'm going to attempt to use this Catrice calligraph eyeliner, even though it might be dry, but we'll see. The thing here is I want to emphasize again the roundness in my lash line. Because I already have rounded eyes, I can just follow my natural lash line, and that is of course going to emphasize the fact that my eyes are rounded. But if you have more almond eyes and you want them to look a little bit more rounded, concentrate the liner right in the center of the lid. So make the eyeliner thicker in the center and thinner on the sides. That way it's going to, you know, emphasize the roundness in the center. So I'm gonna line my entire lash line. Again, something that I don't normally do. I usually apply just an outer corner liner to extend my eyes. But since today we're emphasizing roundness, I am gonna line my entire lash line. So I'm carefully applying the liner with tiny strokes. But I'm also going to do a wing again to make my eye look a little bit bigger. So I'm drawing a line towards the end of my brow. I'm not doing this line very long because again I don't want to extend my eyes too much. But I am gonna connect it to my lid. I'm doing some adjustments with my Sephora Collection eyeliner because my Catrice one is dry. And I think that is my liner. To finish off the eye look, I am going to need mascara. As everything else in this look, you want the eyelashes to be, you know, pointing up, opening up the eyes visually, making them look a little bit bigger. I usually use a lash curler, but today it's very important to use a lash curler to again open up the eyes with the lashes as well. Pinching my lashes at the base, and I'm kind of tilting my lash curler towards my lid. I'm gonna go for the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. This is a lengthening mascara and it also lifts the lashes, which is again what I want today. And I'm also going to apply it on the lower lashes. For the second coat, I will use my Maybelline the Falsies Surreal Mascara, which is a volume mascara. And again, I am brushing them upwards. And the leftover is gonna go on my lower lashes. And good thing I only did one of my eyes, so I can show you the difference between with and without makeup. So this is the effect that this look did on my eyes. I feel like it opens them up really nicely, makes the eyes look bigger and also maybe a little bit more rounded. That's what a doe eye is supposed to be, right? Like rounded, open, big eyes. So this is the look all complete. I did do my other eye as well. Whenever I do looks like this that emphasize the roundness in my eyes, I think to myself that, well, hey, I should do this more often. But then I just go back to the looks that are supposed to extend your eyes, when in fact I should embrace the roundness. Maybe from now on. Anyways, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're having an extraordinary day and I will see you next time. Bye!